Hey everyone, it's Game Lady, the channel where I share my games, tips, and strategies with you. Today we're playing real Einstein's riddle. We'll play medium board. Let's do 42. Okay, you see how the second row is all done with the drinks. We'll go up here and touch the weird symbol and get rid of all the hints except for the drinks to make it easier to narrow down what we're looking at. Okay, if we wanted to see connection filter, we could touch that. It says positive or negative correlation, but we'll just leave all. Okay, on the deleted hints, you could do hidden or showing. The only reason for showing, in my opinion, is if you think you touched one by accident and you wanted to make sure that you didn't. You're stuck. You want to make sure that all the hints are the way you think they are. So we're going to go hidden because we don't want to see the deleted hints. If we hit the X button up here, it will go back to the play screen. Also, if you notice right up here under where it says filter, the time is paused. So all this time I'm talking, it's not interfering with our time. But there is a time on it. Now, I'm going to be honest and tell you I normally do not read the hints. I've learned to recognize what they are, and that's what I do. So, I'll be careful to try to tell you what's going on, okay? So, let's hit the X. Now, the owner of the tank doesn't drinks Coke. It's green, which means it's a positive correlation. You see the drink is on 2, Coke is on 2. So, we're going to touch the tank on the very bottom row. And we're going to hold that down so that it takes it away from the rest of them. We're going to hit the deleted field so that we don't see this particular one again, okay? Now we're moving on. The drinker of whiskey has a feathered hat. So, right under the whiskey we're going to touch. And then come over here and touch the feathered hat. Again, we don't need this one anymore because we've already got the clue. So, we're going to move on. Under the coffee is the white car. The drinker of the coffee owns a car. So we touch that one. Now we're just going to touch the car to take it away from everybody else. Moving on. Okay, but the drinker of coffee does not have a baseball cap. So we're only going to touch it quickly to get rid of the baseball cap from this one only. Again, we're not going to need this clue anymore because we've gotten the value out of it. Okay, the boxer drinks whiskey, so we're going to hold down the boxer. And delete the clue. Okay, the owner of the submarine does not drink milk. So we're going to take away the submarine. And the clue because we've gotten its value. Okay, this one it says the drinker of whiskey does not play volleyball. Well, we already know that because the drinker of the whiskey plays boxing. And it only does one of those. So we can just delete this clue and we don't need it. Okay. The player of the bowling does not drink wine. We know where the wine is. So now we can just take away the bowling. And the clue, because we don't need it. Now that got rid of all the clues that had anything to do with the drinks. Now we're going to get clues from everything else, okay? So it's saying the tank does not play hockey. Go up there, touch number 2. Touch hockey quickly to get rid of that square only. And then moving on. Now look at this. This is a good one. It tells you that the player of the bowling owns a truck, right? If you look on 5, there's a car on it. It's not a truck. So we know automatically that this can't be bowling. It can't be bowling because it can't be a truck. And they've got to line up. This can't be the truck because it's not bowling, right? 3, it can't be a truck because it's not bowling. Same way with 2. So this one, just looking at it, you know that one has got to be bowling, and this one's got to be truck because it's the only place that it can line up perfectly. So if the player of bowling owns a truck, they've got to line up. Only place it lines up. So that one, you got to cut ahead quite a bit. So that was a good clue. Now this one says the owner of the submarine does not have a feathered hat. So we don't touch the submarine necessarily because then we'll just have to touch it over here. So we'll just go ahead and put this one as being the ambulance because there's only two choices. It's not the submarine. It's got to be the ambulance, right? Moving on. Okay, the submarine doesn't play football. Rugby. Touch it once. Okay. Now again, they've got to line up. And we know where the truck is. So we know that this one has a Santa Claus hat. What does this arrow do? Oh, it brings the clues up or down. Okay. Now that one. The player of the hockey does not own a submarine. So since it's not hockey, we're going to go ahead and touch the volleyball since there's only two choices. And that told us where rugby was. So that told us where hockey was. Pretty good clue. We already know that. We figured that one out earlier. The player of the volleyball owns a submarine, so we can just move it on. We figured that one out earlier too because there was only two choices, remember? Okay. Now it says the one that has a helmet plays volleyball. So we're going to touch the helmet, which brought up the cowboy hat. So now we know where the other one is. So that's it for this game. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, suggestions, or need help with this game or any other, leave a comment below. Oh, and as always, please press like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.